Well, again, there's thousands of failed medical theories every century, and this goes back to before written history. Of course, they talked about disease being caused by evil spirits, and then there was astrology where there were evil gods and good gods sitting up on planets determining your state of health and whether you're going to survive the plague and that sort of stuff. And then there was spontaneous generation where disease just happened. There was no cause. And then there was things like, your 4 humours are out of balance, and you had to do bloodletting to balance up the humours. Well, that killed George Washington and many thousands, maybe even millions of other people, right, that bloodletting thing. And then the 20th century and 21st century are no different. There's thousands of failed medical theories of the 20th century, and there's already been thousands of failed medical theories in the 21st century, and it's not even over yet. Well, let's look at the top 2. Let's look at number 2 first. Cardiovascular disease and cholesterol and saturated fat. Certainly, there's not a single cardiovascular disease that's caused by elevated blood cholesterol, or consuming saturated fat. Congestive heart failure is caused by a deficiency of a single vitamin, easily prevented, easily reversed. Cardiomyopathy heart disease, sudden heart death, you see in athletes and people who do hard physical work, is caused by a deficiency of a single mineral. I've done 1,700 autopsies on that one. I'm an expert. And then there's coronary artery disease. It has nothing to do with cholesterol or saturated fat. It has to do with inflammation. I said that in 1971 in an international paper published in a compared pathology journal out of Denmark. Everybody laughed at me. And, of course, then there's coronary thrombosis, where you get a blood clot in the coronary artery, or a thrombotic stroke, where you get a blood clot in the brain artery. That has nothing to do with cholesterol or saturated fat. That has to do with an omega-3 essential fatty acid deficiency, a ratio problem between omega-3, 6s, and 9s. That's one of my 8 lawsuits against the FDA in federal court, and I prevailed in that one, too. Well, I want you to get a hold of the book, Epigenetics, The Death of the Genetic Theory of Disease Transmission, the DVD called Somebody Needs to Go to Jail, and the CD, Public Enemy Number 1. And these are sort of the progression. I'm going to use the word progression of the Dead Doctors Don't Lie concept. And they're not to replace Dead Doctors Don't Lie, either the book or the DVD or the CD, but they're kind of an add-on, okay? They're actually a set. The book, Dead Doctors Don't Lie, and the book, Epigenetics. The DVD, Dead Doctors Don't Lie, and the DVD, Somebody Needs to Go to Jail. And the CD, Dead Doctors Don't Lie, and the CD, Public Enemy Number 1. The newer ones sort of build on the basic information that was in Dead Doctors Don't Lie. That's all still exactly correct, but there's a lot of more new evidence to support the things that I was saying back in the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and 2000s. I mean, how can you get human genetic disease in crocodiles? How can you get type 2 diabetes in a crocodile? How can you get things like sickle cell anemia in hummingbirds and antelope? All right, so I knew there was a problem with the theory. Well, that has to do also with number 1, which is genetics. There's not a single disease that's transferred genetically, either as embryo. All birth defects are caused by nutritional deficiencies. I'm going to repeat it. All birth defects you can name, and 10 times that many you can't, are caused by nutritional deficiencies of the embryo, and not a single one is caused by a genetic problem. And then you look at acquired diseases later on in life. I was okay until I was 42 and I got type 2 diabetes. Well, that's not genetic. I was okay until I was 57. I got cardiovascular disease, coronary artery disease. Well, that's omega-3 essential fatty acid deficiency. That's not genetic. What about Alzheimer's disease? That's not genetic. That's a simple deficiency of cholesterol and a few other nutrients and some inflammation in the brain. There's 5 different dementias. Of course, medical doctors like to bill only on the insurance code book for Alzheimer's disease, and none of the other 4, because you get paid more for the treatment of Alzheimer's disease than you do the other 4. We're talking about vascular dementia, Korsakoff syndrome, Wernicke-Korsakoff syndrome, vitamin B12 deficiency dementia, and, of course, Alzheimer's disease. I like to treat for all of them. Well, if you want to do that, again, I want you to get the book Epigenetics, The Death of the Genetic Theory of Disease Transmission, the DVD, Somebody Needs to Go to Jail, and the CD, Public Enemy Number 1. And these are to be added to your reference library, in which you have the book Dead Doctors Don't Lie, the DVD Dead Doctors Don't Lie, and the CD Dead Doctors Don't Lie. Of course, we have dozens of other books. We have, probably close to 100 different DVDs and CDs. And I urge you to use these to leverage your time. That way you get a consistent message out to everybody you care about, whether they're a stranger out there who needs some help or somebody in your family or your workmate in school or church mate, right? And I encourage you to do these things, and we will certainly pay you well to become a student of this information, pass it on as based on how many people you get started in the program. And you can get car bonuses. We are publicly traded, so you can actually get stock options, which are really cool things. When you own your own longevity business, you get the same tax breaks that Donald Trump, Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, and all the other billionaires get. That's right. When you get your longevity business to be a preferred customer, it's free. Now, there's several different levels you can come in as an associate or a distributor, and it's amazing that even if you come in at the very first level of an associate or distributor, you get the same tax breaks that Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, Donald Trump, and all the other billionaires get. When you're a good employee, guess what? You don't get any tax breaks. Also, you can't will your job to your kids or sell your job to your brother when you retire. Guess what? Longevity is a willable asset. You can either sell it when you want to, or you can, leave it to somebody you love. Well, stick with us. We're going to be back with more Truth, Justice, and the Longevity Way on Dead Doctors Don't Lie for these messages.
In recent years, several studies have discovered the healthy benefits of drinking coffee. Longevity has now taken it a step further with an entire product line of healthy coffees from Longevity's JavaFit line of top-shelf gourmet coffees. All JavaFit coffees are made from 100% hand-selected Arabica coffee beans grown in the finest regions of Latin America, all carefully roasted, creating a delicious, rich, full-bodied flavor. Try JavaFit Focus Plus multivitamins, a fantastically delicious, full-bodied gourmet coffee that is fortified with vitamins and minerals designed to get your day started with a solid nutritional foundation. Traditional as well as organic and fair trade options also available in 30-count single cup or 24-count single pot packs. Contact your local FDI Longevity distributor to get Javalution coffees. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Numerous studies have shown the link between the intake of antioxidants and disease prevention. Foods and supplements are measured in an ORAC scale. ORAC is an acronym for Oxygen Radical Absorption Capacity. In other words, the ability to remove disease-causing free radicals from the human body. Longevity's Cell Shield RTQ has an ORAC value of 15,800 points per serving. Cell Shield RTQ contains resveratrol, known as an anti-aging compound, turmeric, known for promoting healthy digestion, brain function, immune system, and cellular longevity. Quercetin, a flavonoid, is known for promoting healthy blood sugar metabolism and healthy lung and cardiovascular function. Remove free radicals from your body with Cell Shield RTQ from Longevity. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Longevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Okay, Doug, what pearls of wisdom do you have for us?
Well, I thought we'd talk a bit about good bacteria or the microbiome in your gut, as I've got a CNN story here that is headlined, Bacteria Community in Your... Oh, that's actually the first part of the story, but the headline reads, Fast Food versus African Diet, the Bacteria Battle Waged in Your Gut. Say the bacterial community in your colon is home to about 100 trillion bacterial cells, 10 times more than human cells, so to represent a vast number of different species. And they also say that your best interest to keep these microbiome mass of bacteria happy. They say the gut microbiomes contain healthy and inflammation-reducing bacteria that help reduce the risk of tons and tons of health conditions, everything from cancer to heart disease to infection. And they actually at some points are doing what they call stool transplants, where they get microbiome from the stool from a healthy person or one with a healthy microbiome and then give it to someone else. And they're actually been able to cure these antibiotic-resistant infections with it, according to Dr. Tim Spector, a professor of genetic epidemiology at King's College in London, said we're getting pretty good idea at what's good or bad for the gut microbiome. He actually used his own son as a test subject, had the kid eat, 23-year-old son, wanted to find out what fast food did to your microbiome. So he put the 23-year-old son on a strict diet of fast food for 10 days as part of his dissertation project, stripped the gut of his microbiome, and a third of the 3,500 bacterial species, bacteria linked to obesity, flourished. They say there's been a number of studies that are looking at which foods are good and bad for the gut. they bring up that Super Size Me movie on how that guy, when he ate the McDonald's for 30 days, how it wreaked havoc on his body and his liver and his mood and everything else. They said a small 2014 study swapped out the low-fat, high-fiber diet of 20 rural Africans in South Africa for meats and fried foods. Also, at the same time, switched out the high-fat, low-fiber diet of 20 African Americans in Pittsburgh, and it gave them the African diet, including cornmeal, porridge, and root vegetables. After about 2 weeks on the diet, with the westernization microbiomes of the Africans were producing about half the levels of a molecule called butyrate, which was linked to lower inflammation, and they say by contrast, the microbiomes of the Americans started churning out about twice as much of the butyrate on the healthier African diet. They go on to say the African diet promotes a healthy gut microbiome because of its relatively high levels of a type of fiber called inulin, and they say that's found in certain plant foods. They say that garlic, leeks, wheat, barley, and are general fertilizers for the microbiome, and which would lead me to ask Doc, if you're on a gluten-free diet and you're not eating any wheat or barley, are you running a risk of having a problem with your microbiome?
I don't know. I'd have to ask the 1.7 billion Chinese who live on rice and sweet potatoes.
There you go. Huh? Yeah, I thought of that because I've been on a gluten-free diet, for a number of years, and I don't eat a lot of garlic, and so I'm wondering if I need to start eating more garlic and leeks.
Well, garlic's good for you, of course, and of course we have that. We have a product called CardioFX. We got some garlic in there. It's really good. It tastes good, smells good, good for your cardiovascular system. But we also have prebiotics and probiotics. So we have it in the triple treat chocolate. We have it in the FloraFX. So we got it in root beer belly and many others. And we give you billions and billions of good bacteria. And basically what they're basing that study on was there was a thing that came out that said these tribal people that have almost no hygiene, they don't wash their hands after they go potty, all this and the other, they have more bacteria in their guts than we do, and they have less of the Western diseases. Well, that's because they're still getting their wood ashes, they're getting their minerals in their food. It has really little or nothing to do with the bugs, okay? The bugs do squish out the bad guys, and so that's what we like to see. We see the good bacteria squishing out, just shouldering out the bad guys. That's useful. Well, thank you so much for bringing up that one, Doug. Another failed medical theory there. They good observation, but they interpreted it incorrectly. We'll be back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie after these messages.
Imagine a rich, decadent chocolate that's actually good for you. Youngevity's Triple Treat Chocolate is just that, an antioxidant-rich dark chocolate complete with probiotics to aid in proper digestion. This all-natural product contains no preservatives, and for those with dietary restrictions, it's gluten-free, dairy-free, glycemic-friendly, and kosher certified. Not only does Triple Treat Dark Chocolate taste fantastic, it contains super antioxidant blueberries to absorb free radicals with an ORAC value of 16,936 per piece. Triple Treat Chocolate also contains a proprietary blend of probiotics with over 500 million live healthy bacteria per 8 grams at the time of manufacture, with 80% reaching the intestines, which is much more than most live culture yogurts. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Through his research as a veterinarian, Dr. Joel Wallach discovered that most health problems afflicting livestock can be prevented and even reversed. Many of these same health challenges also occur in humans. These too can be prevented and reversed. Doc's original formula, called the pig arthritis formula, alleviated all arthritis symptoms in animals. The same basic formula has been developed for humans, called the Pig Pack, which includes plant-derived minerals, a multiple vitamin complex, glucogel, and EFAs. Add to that Youngevity's OsteoFX Plus, a proprietary blend of liquid calcium, magnesium, and glucosamine. Now you have the Pig Pack Plus to make up the 90 essential nutrients Dr. Wallach has identified as necessary for sustained good health and longevity. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
Let's head to Ireland. And Michael, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Yes, Michael, you're on the air.
Inspired by yourself, good self, Dr. Wallach, I opted to perform a blood sugar tolerance test, at home instead of going to the doctor. And I used a 70-gram glucose, supermarket bought glucose quantity. And I'd like to give you the results, the 6 or 7 results that I have. And I have 2 questions directly related to those, and then a third question which is associated. So we'll just give you the results. The fasting sugar level was 88. After 30 minutes, 179. After 60 minutes, 201. After 90 minutes, 143. After 150 minutes, 57. After 210 minutes, 84. And finally, after 270 minutes, 88. And my 2 questions related directly to that, those are these values at the extreme end of the scale?
Okay, basically, these values are not normal. 88 is normal, but then, of course, going up quite high to 179 over 200, and then the low is 57, and this is called reactive hypoglycemia. It's very typical reactive hypoglycemia. It's kind of a metabolic syndrome, used to be called syndrome X, or pre-diabetic situation. And are you thirsty during the day? Are you thirsty a lot?
Well, yeah, probably. I drink a lot of water, yeah.
Okay, what about after meals? Do you get drowsy after meals?
Yes.
Yeah, that's very typical. Reactive hypoglycemia, another name for it would be narcolepsy, is an old-timey name. Another name for it would be hyperinsulinemia. And how much do you weigh, Michael?
10.5 stone, so that's 147 pounds.
147 pounds, thank you, sir. And how tall are you?
5'9".
Okay. Yeah, and so you're a slim guy, 147 pounds. You're slim for your height. But yeah, you have reactive hypoglycemia, a.k.a. hyperinsulinemia, a.k.a. narcolepsy. And, Char, what would you do for this guy? How much of what would you have him take?
I would have him take a healthy blood sugar pack.
Yeah, and I'd go for 2 of them. 147 pounds, he's right at that cusp there because he has some pathology here. I'd go ahead and give him 2 of the healthy blood sugar packs. There'd be 3 of our sweeties at breakfast, 3 sweeties at dinner time, 1 ounce of the OsteoFX at breakfast and dinner, 2 scoops Beyond Tangerine 2.0 NutriCrystals at breakfast and dinner, 3 of the EFA Pluses at breakfast and dinner. All that be accomplished by the 2 healthy blood sugar packs. And stay away from sugar. Okay, stay away from anything with sugar in it, including fruit. And watch what happens. This will straighten up in a couple of months, but you have to take the 90 for Life program forever. We'll be back after these messages.
You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
Hi, this is Dr. Joel Wallach, your host of Dead Doctors Don't Lie. If you're interested in a colon cleanse, blood cleanse, liver cleanse, in the classical herbal way, you want to ask your Longevity associate for Herbal Rainforest. Herbal Rainforest has 16 herbs, 16 cleansing herbs, classic cleansing herbs, and 77 plant minerals. That's right, and these are all organic. It doesn't get any better than that. In your busy day, and you're around all these toxins out there in your workplace, on the way home, going to work, in your food, in the air, in the water, you need Herbal Rainforest. I guarantee you, it will give you a cleanse. You can control the dose. It's a liquid. It tastes good. It doesn't get any better than this. A colon that's happy makes you happy. Nothing better than a happy colon. Herbal Rainforest. Clean it out.
For more information on this product or others you've heard about on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie radio program, call your local Longevity associate today. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Greetings, everyone. Judy DeVilbus here. What do you think of when you hear the words tangy tangerine? Well, I think of like a sweet, tangy tasting something. Well, what I'm referring to is the Ultimate Tangy Tangerine. It's a fantastic product. It has everything you need, and a great benefit is it's very, very delicious. It's very easy to drink. I've suggested it even to youngsters. Even children like it. Even little guys. Even little girls. They come right into my office. Their parents can't get them to take those chewables. And besides that, they're not as good as Tangy Tangerine. And I give them a little taste of that, and you know something? They're pleased as punch. So, if it's good for a child and it tastes delicious, why not you? There's no excuse not to take a vitamin when it tastes as good as that does. So how about it? Tangy Tangerine should be the answer to all of your nutritional program problems.
For more information or to order, call your Longevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about Longevity home-based business opportunities.
Doug, let's go right back to Ireland. Michael, second question.
Yes. During the associated drowsiness, if I happen to be sitting down and do sleep, if I do sleep for 5 minutes or whatever, a couple of minutes even, I wake up with tinnitus in my left ear and a burning sensation in the fleshy part of my left hand, which can persist then for hours afterwards. Mm-hmm. Is that associated? Does that make sense, or is that associated?
Okay, well, these sort of things. Anytime you get tinnitus ringing in the ears and you get kind of a numbness in the hand on the same side, what would you call that, Shar?
I would call it blocked arteries.
Okay, could be a blocked artery in the neck, certainly. Could also be osteoporosis of the skull, squeezing the nerves in the skull. It could also be degenerative disc disease in the neck. There's many possibilities here. We take a little bit of laboratory work to determine which one. And so you might have to add to that, those 2 healthy blood sugar packs we talked about. You might have to add the glucogel. Guy your weight, you could take 15 of those a day. That would be 2 bottles a month to support healthy maintenance repair of cartilage, ligaments, tendons, connective tissue, discs between the vertebrae, including the neck. And it wouldn't hurt to put some CM cream down in your ear on the left side, maybe even both. Maybe a half a teaspoon of the CM cream, which would relieve some of the inflammation around the roots of the 8th cranial nerve. But if you do have a vascular problem, like Shar suggested, I'd also throw in the Ultimate Daily tablets. The 3 of those twice a day, be 1 bottle a month, and that's designed to support and promote healthy blood flow through obstructed arteries no matter where they're at. So you have a little bit of laboratory work to do to determine which one or ones it is. And again, I would get that book, Leslie Doctor, and look in the chapter on home laboratory, and you'll be able to figure it out yourself. Okay, and then let us know when you figure it out. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
Let's head to Nashville, Tennessee, and David, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
David, you're on the air.
Dr. Wallach, I believe from listening to you that I understand a lot of aspects about bone and joint support, but my girlfriend has some concerns relative to her condition that I need your help with explaining. Okay. She has ankylosing spondylitis, and it's affecting her back and her smaller joints, her hands and knees. And she went through a treatment of Remicade recently, but had to stop that because she ended up with a staph infection because it lowered her immunity. But her biggest concern, she's concerned about taking too much calcium due to the potential bamboo bone-to-bone growth between vertebrae.
Okay,
and
let's stop there for a minute. Let's stop there for a minute. I kind of get the drill here. First of all, how much does she weigh?
Around 200 pounds,
5'4".
5'4",
How tall is
50,
she?
5'4".
5'4", okay. Well, at 5'4", I'd like to see her like 145, and so she's maybe 55 pounds overweight, 55, 60 pounds overweight for her height. But when you have ankylosing spondylitis, what happens is your girlfriend has raging osteoporosis, not too much calcium. This is not caused by too much calcium. Doctors always give you the wrong information, but hang on, we'll give you the right information when we come back, and then Char and I will give you a program to deal with it. We'll be right back with you, David, after these messages.
You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
I am Judy DeVilbus. Here I am speaking to you again. I just wanted to tell you that recently I started drinking the Whey Shakes again, the chocolate Whey Shake. And you need to remember, the Whey Shake isn't just for losing weight. It's a fantastic place to get your great protein. And if you're trying to gain weight, you can take it along with your meals. And the best part is, if you want to just have a great protein shake, do like I do. Put it over ice, stir it up, and you can sip on it for 20 minutes to an hour. I do it every single day. I absolutely love it. You need to get back to it too. It's really good for you. And it makes not fat, but it makes muscle after you work out. And you can also mix it up in a blender with an egg, and you have the most incredible health protein shake. Or mix it with a little water, stir it up, and you have a little pudding. And who doesn't like pudding?
For more information or to order, call your Youngevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about Youngevity home-based business opportunities.
Okay, Doug, we're going right back to Tennessee and David. Ankylosing spondylitis is actually kind of a welded chain situation in the vertebrae. The adjacent vertebrae, the vertebrae that are next door to each other, have bone spurs, and when these bone spurs touch, they actually graft together like limbs of two different trees that touch, and they graft together. And this is caused by a raging osteoporosis, and bone spurs are pulled not because you have too much calcium. When you have soft bones from osteoporosis, osteopenia, the tendons and ligaments pull on the bones and pull these spurs up, and when they touch each other in the adjacent vertebrae, they weld together and cause ankylosing spondylitis. So she has raging osteoporosis, not too much calcium. So your doctors are giving you misinformation. Your girlfriend's doctors are giving her misinformation. Let me ask you just a couple of quick questions here, David. Does your girlfriend have any skin problems, any eczema, dermatitis, psoriasis, or rosacea on her face?
No, sir. I asked her about all that.
Okay, good. So you don't feel that she has a gluten intolerance. No belly problems, no asthma?
No, sir.
Okay, good. All right. Char, what would you do for this lady? 5'4", 200 pounds. She has ankylosing spondylitis. What would you do for her?
I give her 2 healthy bone and joint packs.
Okay, what would you do for the body weight stuff?
I give her ASAP.
Perfect. Okay. All right. So Char's exactly right, David. I'd give your girlfriend 2 of the healthy bone and joint packs per month. It'll be 1 ounce of the OsteoFX Plus at breakfast and dinner, 2 scoops of the Beyond Tangerine 2.0 at breakfast and dinner, 3 of the EFA Plus as a breakfast and dinner, and 15 glucagel a day, 5 at breakfast, 5 at lunch, 5 at dinner. All that be accomplished by the 2 healthy bone and joint packs per month. And then Char said I would throw in 2 bottles of the ASAP. I would go ahead and give her a dropper full, not a drop, but a dropper full under her tongue 30 minutes before each meal, and then a second dropper full under her tongue 15 minutes before each meal. So it's going to take 2 bottles to pull that off, 2 bottles per month, the ASAP. Be sure she leaves it absorbed through her oral tissues. Don't let her swallow it. You can swallow it, it's not going to hurt her, but she won't get maximum benefit. And usually after a couple of days, she'll be willing to lose a half a pound to 2 pounds a day. And the weight will not come back. That's the magic of this whole system. When she loses the weight, she won't gain the weight back as long as she stays on the 90 for Life program. And, of course, with the 2 Healthy Bone and Joint Packs, each one is going to have a jar of the CM cream, and she can apply that topically to her back. If she needs a little more of the pain relief, discomfort relief, increased range of motion quickly, Char, what would you add? What aromatherapy oils would you add to the CM cream to make it even stronger for pain relief?
The trauma.
Trauma oil, you're exactly right. It's a blend, trauma oil. And I'd go ahead and put 6 or 8 drops of the trauma oil and maybe a teaspoon of the CM cream. Mix that up real good and then apply that to the places where she really has conscious awareness or discomfort or even pain, where these bone spurs have welded together. And then call us every couple of weeks. We want to know her weight. We want to know how her symptoms are going. And this is resolvable, but it's going to take being obsessive. No carbonated drinks with meals, none of the bad stuff, no fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, and no gluten. Even though she doesn't appear to have gluten intolerance, we want to maximize her absorption so she gets her bang for her buck there. Okay, Doug, let's go to another caller.
Let's head to Dallas, Texas. And Jan, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Jan, you're on the air.
Hello, Dr. Wallach. I have a friend on the line with us. She's a very sharp, 90-year young lady, and her 2 primary health concerns are macular degeneration and congestive heart failure, and she's on a budget.
Okay. Well, congestive heart failure is caused by a single deficiency of a vitamin deficiency. We've known that for 300 years. It was discovered by a Japanese naval surgeon 300 years ago. So a single vitamin deficiency. And then macular degeneration. We actually have a CD out called Seeing is Believing. Macular degeneration is a combination of free radical damage, inflammation to the retina of the eye, and also multiples of deficiencies. And let's see here. What does this gal weigh?
150 pounds, and she's on the line with us, too. So
okay, good. All right. Does she have any history of skin problems, any eczema, dermatitis, psoriasis?
Yes, I have had.
Okay.
Not at present.
Okay. And did you ever have any respiratory problems, chronic bronchitis or asthma?
Yes, I have COPD.
Okay. What about children? Do you have any children?
Yes, one, she's about 72.
Okay. And did he ever have any respiratory problems or bowel problems?
Not that I'm aware, no.
Okay. Any brothers and sisters with bowel problems or respiratory problems?
I was adopted. I don't know.
So you don't know that. Okay. Yeah, Char, what's going on here, you think?
Well, she's definitely got a gluten intolerance. There's no question about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with the chronic lung problems and congestive heart failure and also macular degeneration. And so what would you do for her?
I would give her the Healthy Brain and Heart Pack and the De-Stress.
Okay, very, very good. And what would you do for antioxidants to help with the macular degeneration?
Well, the selenium is supposed to help that, right?
Well, that'd be wonderful. Well, let's say we want 100,000 ORIC points. What would you give her?
Oh, she could take the Triple Treat Chocolate and or the Cell Shield RTQ.
Perfect. You get an A+. Okay. Char's exactly right, Jan. Basically, we need to clean this lady's diet up. She needs to be free of inflammatory things, no fried foods, no processed meats with nitrates, nitrites, no deli slices, sandwich meat, sausage, ham, bacon, bologna, salami, pastrami. Absolutely no oils. It means no olive oil, no coconut oil, no margarine, mayonnaise, salads, and cooking oils, and no gluten, no wheat, no barley, rye, and oats. And as Char says, at 150 pounds, I'd go ahead and give her 2 Healthy Brain and Heart Packs per month, full dose of everything at breakfast and dinner. I'd also give her 2 bottles a month of the De-Stress capsules, as Char said. That'd be 3 of the De-Stress capsules, breakfast and dinner. That's the secret sauce to support a healthy maintenance repair of the heart muscle when you have congestive heart failure. It's got that one vitamin in there at large amounts. And for macular degeneration, I would also throw in, as Char said, the Cell Shield RTQ. I'd have her take 5 of those twice a day. If she wants a little break, she could have the Triple Treat Chocolate, which is my favorite, 2 of those 3 times a day or 3 twice a day. And the chronic COPD, she's going to get relief because in the 2 Healthy Brain and Heart Packs, she's going to get, in each one, a bottle of the EFAs and a bottle of the EFA Plus so she can have 3 EFA Pluses twice a day and 3 EFAs twice a day. That's going to actually give her the raw materials for her lungs to make the hormones that dilate the bronchi so she can get more air in and more air out. Give us a call every couple of weeks. Let us know how this lady's doing, and we'll walk you ladies through this. Okay, Doug, we have time to start another one?
Yeah, we sure do. Let's head to Tony in Florida. You're on with Dr. Wallach.
Oh, Tony, you're on the air.
Hello, Dr. Wallach.
Yes,
I'm also calling about CHF. I was diagnosed back in December of 2014.
Okay, well, tell me what DHS is.
CHF.
Oh, CHF. Okay, congestive heart failure. Okay.
Yes. And I was in the hospital for about a week. And after I came out, they told me no salt, watch my water, and I needed a defibrillator because my heart was weak.
Okay, well, this is some more failed medical theories there. What do you weigh, sir?
Well, right now I weigh 159 pounds, which I lost about 20 pounds since I've been stopping with salt.
Okay, yeah. If you have low blood protein, you will gain some water weight, but it doesn't affect blood pressure as they suggest. Yeah, you need to be off of fried foods, processed meats, oils, and gluten. Stay away from sugar, which is very, very bad for people with congestive heart failure. And hang on, Tony. We'll be back with a program for you after these messages.
We've all heard the term baby boomer referring to those born from 1946 to 1964. There are an estimated 80 million baby boomers, with the first wave hitting the Social Security and Medicare systems in recent years, with more to follow. Many healthcare experts are predicting epidemics of Alzheimer's, type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and cancer among this group. However, these impending epidemics can be averted, as there is a new group emerging. This group we call the baby bloomers, because despite their chronological age, they are still physically fit, active, working, and playing. They've heard Dr. Wallach's message regarding diet, lifestyle, and nutritional supplementation. So while many around them diminish in health and vitality, they are blossoming and blooming into vibrant, healthy, on-the-go people. Wouldn't you rather be a longevity baby bloomer? If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local longevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
If you've been diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, prediabetes, or the metabolic syndrome, and you're tired of seeing your blood glucose levels rise and fall like a ship on the ocean, but you don't want to take those drugs the rest of your life, Longevity has an alternative. A product called Sweeties has been developed just for you. Used as part of your regular diet, Sweeties helps maintain healthy blood sugar levels, a formulation specially designed to nutritionally assist your body with the regulation of your blood sugar level. Sweeties supports healthy glucose metabolism because it's fortified with aspartic acid, chromium, and vanadium, all to help you promote healthy blood sugar levels. If you want to get off those drugs and control your blood sugar metabolism naturally, try Longevity's Sweeties product. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Longevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Longevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Longevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Longevity, 90 Flat Crusade. And Doug, let's go right back to Florida and Tony. Okay, Sharp, what would you do for this guy? 159 pounds, congestive heart failure, and he's got some swelling. What would you do for the swelling? When he salts his food, he gets edema. What would you do with that?
Well, I would tell him to eat more eggs.
Okay, yeah, because when you have low blood protein, you're going to respond that way from salt. Okay, so we need him to eat about 6 eggs a day, 3 at breakfast, 3 at dinner time, or 3 at breakfast, 3 at lunch, or 3 at lunch and 3 at dinner, so 6 eggs a day. poached with soft yolk, soft scrambled butter, not oils or margarines. And what would you give him as a supplement program for the congestive heart failure?
I give him 2 healthy brain and heart packs and the de-stress.
Perfect, exactly, A+. So, yeah, I would definitely, Tony, take 2 of the healthy brain and heart packs, one for, during the morning, the second one in the evening, so you're going to have a full dose of everything twice a day. And so those 2 healthy brain and heart packs will last you a month. And then you need the de-stress capsules, which has the secret sauce in it, so to speak. It has that lots of that one vitamin that's missing when you have congestive heart failure. So we want you to take 3 of those twice a day. It'd be 2 bottles a month. And stay away from sugar, because sugar makes this worse. After about 2 weeks or so of eating the eggs, you should be able to begin to lightly salt your food again. And because you'll have enough blood protein so you won't swell up. But I'd wait 2 weeks until you've been on the eggs for 2 weeks. And, give us a call every couple of weeks. Let us know how your congestive heart failure is doing. Let us know how your weight's doing. And also blood pressure be useful. And be sure to let us know anytime you go to the doctor and get more information. Okay, Doug, how much time we have here?
Got about 2.5 minutes.
Okay, well, let's go to another one.
All right, let's head to North Carolina. And Tanya, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Tanya, you're on the air.
Hi, Dr. Wallach.
Hi.
I am calling in reference to, I'm actually a breast cancer survivor, and I'm dealing with a lot of swelling. I'm struggling with my weight, trying to lose weight. And I just needed to know what exactly could I do to...
Well, how much do you weigh?
I am at 265.
Okay, and how tall are you?
I am 5'6".
Okay. At 5'6", lady, I'd like to see you weigh maybe 145, 155. So we need to lose 100 pounds, 110 pounds kind of stuff. And when were you diagnosed with breast cancer?
In April of 2013.
Okay, and are you currently in remission?
Yes, sir.
Okay, congratulations. Okay, well, what would you do for this lady, Shar?
Oh, boy. Well, ideally, she should have 3 healthy brain and heart packs.
Okay.
And then, of course, 100,000 auric points a day. And
what about some sea cucumber? Where would you get that?
Yeah, from the Ocean's Gold. And also, she needs to take some ASAP.
2 bottles a month of ASAP. Yep. Okay. So Char's exactly right. This goes by body weight. And if it's going to offend your wallet, you can go with 2 healthy brain and heart packs, but ideally you should be taking 3 healthy brain and heart packs. There's 1 per 100 pounds of body weight. Ideally, you would take 3 doses a day, 3 full doses a day of everything in the healthy brain and heart pack. If you can only afford 2, then you go with 2. 100,000 auric points a day would be 5 of the Cell Shield RTQ twice a day, and or 6 of the Triple Treat chocolate per day. And then for the weight challenge, I would go ahead and take 2 bottles a month of the ASAP, put a dropper full under your tongue, a dropper full, not a drop, but a dropper full under your tongue 30 minutes before each meal. The second one, 15 minutes before each meal. And that's required 2 bottles a month to pull that off, and you'll begin to lose, after a couple of days or so, you'll begin to lose a half a pound to 2 pounds a day. Remember, being overweight and obese is not due to lack of exercise and eating too much. It's actually nutritional deficiencies, and it's going to be to your benefit to get rid of the things that got you in trouble with cancer. Okay? No fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, and no gluten, no wheat, barley, rye, and oats. And then call us every couple of weeks. Let us know about your weight. Let us know about your blood pressure. And anytime you go to the doctor, let us know what he says about your cancer situation. Okay. Well, thank you so much, everybody. Great testimonies and questions today. Thank you so much, Shar. Super job, as usual. Thank you, Doug and Richard. Superlative job, as usual. God bless each and every one of you. God bless our troops. God bless our Navy SEALs. And God bless America.
Hi everyone, Andy Anderson here. Are you using those handy little bottles of gel that zap germs, bacteria, and other nasties? In today's world, that's smart, especially with all the filthy doorknobs, shopping carts, and handrails we touch every day. Here's what you may not know. Once the alcohol evaporates, goodbye effectiveness. No more protection until you use it again. PureWorks to the rescue. Our FDA-compliant foam, lotion, soap, and spray do not rely on alcohol. Their killing power lasts up to 4 hours. PureWorks disinfecting spray is EPA FDA certified to kill swine flu, bird flu, MRSA, HIV, hepatitis B and C, and a whole host of viruses and bacteria. Mold and fungus too. It's even safe around children and pets. You'll love the soft feel of PureWorks on your hand. It actually conditions and will not dry your skin. Here's a little peace of mind knowing your hands are still germ-free hours later. Get your hands on PureWorks and get PureWorks on your hands. Stand by. Pull out your paper and pencil for your local number to order. PureWorks.